All right. Now, back when I was 16 years old, my older sister was on an episode of Divorce Court. Now, you might be sitting there like, wow, that's pretty...
Yo, what horrific things have you done to end up on divorce court, bro? Like, every time somebody ends up on divorce court, it's always something bad. Like, don't tell me his sister was like the biggest HOE in the world, bro.
Trashy divorce court? Why would you tell people about that? Well, I'm just a trashy enough person to be proud of that fact, all right? What the hell did your sister do, huh? Raise a family and have self-respect? Yeah, well, my sister got divorced on TV. Whoopity-doo. So I head over to my sister's duplex, and yeah, my sister lived in half a house, just like I did.
I wonder if they get paid to let out such personal information like that. Who would honestly want their divorce to be in public like that?
Family tradition, and the whole plan was for me to stay there for 2 nights to watch my 3-year-old niece. Now, once again, you might be sitting there like, well, who the hell would put you in charge of a kid in the first place? Well, that'd be my stupid-ass sister, that's who. She doesn't make the best life decisions, all right? I mean, she's getting fucking divorced on TV, for Christ's sake. Who cares if I don't know how to do CPR and I think that Heimlich maneuver is a goddamn WWF wrestling move? I can babysit, all right? I know how to make a chicken pot pie for dinner if I read the...
Bro, never in my life have I seen this brand of my life, bro. What is this?
Instructions really closely. So the first night, my sister heads off to go make a mockery of our family name on network television. And I gotta say, it was a great time babysitting. We fucking watched Scarface on TV. I showed her how to operate a butterfly knife for her first time. And of course, I made...
Yo, they gotta get this dude out of here, bro. Bro, I've tried doing babysitting at a young age, but it's like, nobody was hiring, bro. I thought that was like a professional job. Everybody made it seem so easy when you watch like cartoons and stuff and TV back in the days, bro. But it's like the odds of you getting a babysitter job is like 1 out of 10.
Fucking chicken pot pies for dinner. It was a struggle, but I followed the directions on the box.
Facts, bro. I feel you, bro. Y'all don't know real struggle unless y'all had to eat 50-cent noodles for dinner, bro. Like, I'm talking about the ones that come out the pack where you gotta rip and you gotta boil some water and you gotta mix them, bro. Like, if some of y'all ever went through that, but y'all some real ass niggas, bro. Y'all been at the bottom, bro. And the only way from there is up.
The second night, however, was a little bit rockier than the first. I'm in the kitchen making dinner, aka chicken pot pies part 2, and my niece is out in the living room watching TV. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this big-ass thunderstorm comes rolling in, and it starts to be windier than shit outside. Well, next thing you know, the fucking news comes on the TV, and they're like,
"We interrupt this program for a severe weather alert.
Reports indicate there's some circly shit in the sky. There could be a possible tornado. Get in the basement. We're all gonna fucking die." Well, like most Midwesterners, instead of getting in the basement, I decided to go stand on the porch to see if I can see a funnel cloud. So I'm standing out there, and I gotta say, the severe weather is indeed...
Who goes outside in their right mind after they just announced a tornado? You do gotta test the water.
Pretty severe. At any second, I expect to see fucking Helen Hunt's ass pull up in a Chevy Silverado like, fuck, it's an F5. We gotta get Dorothy in the air, stat. But I go back inside and I'm like, that's fine. I don't see a tornado out there. What are we gonna fucking run and hide in the basement like a bunch of pussies? Well, next thing you know, somebody starts banging on the front door of my sister's half of the house. I go to answer the door and there's this lady and a kid standing there. Where the hell's the lady that lives downstairs at? She's getting divorced on TV. Why? Who the hell are you? I'm the lady that lives upstairs. Look, can you watch my kid for 10 minutes? I gotta go pick up my mom. She doesn't have a basement in her house.
Why doesn't your mother have a basement? Like, I would've respectfully declined it, bro. Honestly, bro, I gotta turn some rent money, bro. Cause now I gotta leverage being a downstairs neighbor.
You don't even know who the fuck I am. I'm desperate at this point, all right? I don't want my kid eaten by a goddamn tornado. So next thing you know, I'm the parental guardian of this lady's kid while she runs off into the abyss to try to save her basement deficient mother. And I'm staring.
No car, bro? She's about to go save her mother with no car and this weather? I mean, I would think if tornadoes happen commonly that everybody in their house should have a basement, right?
At this kid, and I don't even know what to say at this point. Hey there, how's it going? Have you ever seen a butterfly knife before? Well, shit decides to get a lot more real when we hear a fucking...
Bro, it's like if people, like kids, when they're like freshly born, my nigga, like it's like they don't know what they want. Like I got like a little niece and stuff, so like I be feeling like Gramps every time I talk to her, bro. Like she's like 2013, 14, like come on, like she missed everything.
And tornado siren going off in the distance. Oh boy, that can't be good. What do you guys think? You guys want to go run and hide in the basement like a bunch of pussies? I don't know. All right, everybody, field trip in the basement. Here we go. So there we are, me, my niece, and some unnamed child. sitting in the dark in the basement. And at this point, I'm just assuming that this kid's mom's probably out there dead in the street, and I'm his fucking future parental guardian for good. I'm sitting there thinking about all the shit that I can remember from the movie Twister, because really, it's the only knowledge I have of tornado safety. All right, everybody, let's take off our belts, and let's tie ourselves to a strong pipe like Bill Paxton did back in 1996. We don't have any belts.
That's Loki.
God
That's Loki how I
damn it, of course you guys don't have belts. What the hell are they teaching you in school these days, huh? Are you gonna stop, drop, and roll if you catch on fire, or are you just gonna fucking stand there and burn to death? What the fuck? All right, well, we should all be safe as long as we stay in this nice, safe basement, okay? And right after I said that, that's when I realized I got fucking chicken pot pies baking in the oven upstairs. I gotta go up there and get those bitches out before I burn the whole goddamn house down.
Bro, honestly, would y'all risk going back up there? The tornado didn't even start for us, so I probably would have just ran up there real quick, grab my food, and just come back and have like a little chill gathering with the kids, bro.
Which would be some shit, I'd have to say. You survive a fucking tornado attack just to die in a fucking house fire? These kids don't know how to stop, drop, and roll. What the hell are they gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and get the pot pies. If I'm not back in 2 minutes, I'm probably dead. And you guys are just gonna have to do some Lord of the Flies shit or something. I don't know, figure it out. So I go up the stairs, and in my head at this point, I'm thinking a fucking tornado is going right down the street like,
I'm gonna get you, you little chicken pot pie eating son of a bitch.
and then there goes the fucking duplex, bye-bye. But luckily for me, I look out the window, and just like Forrest Gump said in the movie, well, Forrest Gump, and just like that, somebody turned off the rain, and the sun came out. Holy shit, we're all not gonna die? Kids, get up here. Turns out you guys all have a future after all. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Now, to this day, I have no idea if a tornado ever touched down in the area or not, but in the end, it didn't matter. We all survived. Hell, even little no-name's mom survived at the end. Yeah, the weather was so bad, we ended up just waiting it out in my mom's bathtub. Anyways, thanks for watching my kid, random stranger that I'll never talk to again. The next day, my sister gets back, and she's like, well, how'd it go? Anything interesting happen? Well, we almost got murdered by the weather, but besides...